It is Tuesday, which means it is time to talk cozy mystery new releases. Welcome or welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. Let's go! Yes, hello and welcome or welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. I am, of course, Mr. Francy, and I'm truly honored that you've once again chosen to join me today as we look at some cozy mystery books that are going to be released in this upcoming week, the rest of this week. So in my last one of these videos in this series, we left off about halfway through Tuesday the 29th of April. Today is that day, so now we're going to continue on with that and get through as many cozy mystery new releases as we can, because let me tell you, so many cozy mysteries come out every single day. And even if we skip a day, we may have a day that we have like 2 cozies that come out, a day where 20 cozies come out. There are so many cozies that come out every single month, I should say. So many more than I ever expected. So, we're going to jump right in, but before we do, I do need to let you know that with every single cozy mystery new release that I do discuss, I give you a little bit of the premise. If that sounds like a spoiler to you, you have been warned. I did not used to tell you the editions that it's coming out in, but starting from today, we are absolutely going to do that moving forward so that you are aware, and even if I watched the video back, I would be aware too, as to what editions are available and when, and what has already come out and what is soon to come out and all that kind of stuff. Alright, let's jump right in. There are so many to get through. So, first up, continuing on with Tuesday, the 29th of April, 2025, we have book number 2 in the Castle Knoll Files. This is by Kristen Perrin, and book number 2 is called How to Seal Your Own Fate. How to Seal Your Own Fate. Sounds really interesting. Okay, so this book is coming out today on Kindle as well as audio, and then on a later date, at least according to what I'm seeing in front of me, so check your guide to see if it's different for you, but on a later date, early May, we're going to get the hardcover and the paperback. So this is going to come out on everything eventually, but at the moment what's coming out is the Kindle and the audio. So let's read the premise of this book. Okay, welcome to Castle Knoll, the idyllic English village home to a surprising number of murderers. Ooh, murderers. Present day. Annie Adams is just settling into life at Castle Knoll when local fortune teller Peony Lane shares a cryptic message only hours before being found dead inside the locked Gravesdown estate. Annie has no choice but to delve into the dark secrets of her new countryside home in order to find out just what Peony Lane was trying to warn her about before her brand new life comes crashing down around her. So, that is today, April 29. Next up, coming out today, is book number 2 in the Tomes and Tea mystery series. That sounds fun. And that is by Karen Rose Smith, and it is called Booked for Revenge. This is out on Kindle and potentially audio. I'm just going to double check. And yes, it is. So it is out on Kindle and audio to come out on audio CD. I didn't know they still did that. There you go. As well as hardcover. So there we go. Alright, so the premise says, following in her mother Daisy's footsteps, Jazzy Swanson has transformed her rural New York bookshop and tea bar, Tomes and Tea, into a must-stop destination in the lakeside resort town of Bell Tower Landing, New York, where in addition to her talent for tea, Jazzy has shown a skill for sleuthing when trouble is a-brewing. Ooh, that is today, 29th of April. Also out today on the 29th of April is the KU Kindle Unlimited edition of book number 30 in the A Witch in the Woods cozy mystery series, which is called Deadly Mansion. This is by Jenna St. James. This does not have any other editions that it looks like is out at the moment. The premise says, A 40-something witch with a new career, a gargoyle sheriff raising a daughter, and an enchanted island full of secrets. It's almost time for Gigi's wedding, which means one thing, bachelorette party. Shayla and the gang are headed to Mystery Mansion, a supernatural inn where the walls move, doors disappear, and entire rooms shift without warning. It's all part of the fun. Until it's not. That sounds really, really good. I'm a little saddened by the fact that it's only out on KU. If this was out on physical and audio, I would be consuming this one because that sounds like a whole lot of fun. So that one out today, 29th of April. Also coming out today on the 29th of April in both Kindle and paperback edition is book number 12 in the Lane Winslow Mysteries, which is called The Cost of a Hostage. So there you go. That's book number 12 in the Lane Winslow Mystery Series, and that is by Iona Wishaw. And so the premise says, it's a slow August morning in King's Cove. Lane has a book to read and a lawn that needs mowing. Oh, bless. Lane has a book to read. That sounds like me. I have a book to read. I got to read my book and then I can do whatever else. At the Nelson Police Station, her husband, Inspector Darling, and his team are tidying their desks during a rare lull. Then Lane receives a call with news that Darling's brother Bob has gone missing from a mining camp in Mexico, and the police station is visited by the frantic mother of a boy kidnapped from his bedroom. Wow. That doesn't sound too cozy to me. But out today. Next up, also out today, 29th of April, 2025, is book number 4 in the Accidental Medium Cozy Mystery Series. And what an interesting cover this looks like. This is by Tracy Whitwell, and it is called The Hidden Dead. I love the artistry of this. It certainly doesn't look cozy, don't get me wrong, but it looks very different to anything else I've seen in the cozy mystery. So there you go. This is out on paperback now, as well as audio and on Kindle. Okay, so the out on a night out. Sorry, start that again. On a night out in a London bar, our accidental medium Tans meets Einar, a charismatic and sexy Viking traveling for business. Sexy? Is this still a cozy mystery? Anyway, he offers Tans an irresistible proposition. Return to the Iceland with him for an all-expenses-paid writing retreat and some no-strings-attached fun. Is this a cozy mystery or a cozy romance? Anyway, promised a mix of work, play, and maybe a bit of romance, Tans follows her heart and the voices in her head. Okay. Off to Iceland on a whim, but when she arrives, she quickly realizes that Einar and his charm might not be all they're cracked up to be. I'm going to continue on with the premise because it sounds like a romance. Heartbroken, abandoned, and left to the mercy of the long, haunting nights, Tans finds herself surrounded not just by the rugged beauty of a land steeped in legend, but also the mysteries that lurk in its shadows. With only the dead for guidance, Tans is thrust back into the heart of a chilling cold case where the echoes of the forgotten and the allure of old magic compel her to listen, to understand, and to act. Okay, so it is a cozy mystery, just a cozy mystery with a ton of romance in it, clearly. Okay, and supernatural as well, paranormal as well. Okay, yep, so April 29. The final book out today, April 29, 2025, is book number 1, new series, woo! In the A Stone's Throw, I love that, A Stone's Throw mystery series. This is by Eloise Corvo, and it is called Off the Beaten Path. I love the series title, A Stone's Throw Mystery. So, Stone's Throw State Park Ranger Maudie Lawso spends her days playing cards and sipping drinks with her millennial gal pals, hiking steep sand dunes with her scruffy dog, Martin Short, and trying to ignore the pain of a recent devastating breakup. After building a quiet life in the Lake Michigan coastal village of Stone's Throw, Maudie's emotional safety net is turned inside out when her boss informs her of looming budget cuts that threaten to permanently close the park and eliminate her job. Determined to prove the park's value, Maudie throws herself into organizing a successful campground opening weekend just 1 week away. But when the body of a missing tourist is discovered in the park, her hope of staving Stones Throws State Park quickly begins to fade. In order to save her dream job and maintain her quirky, quiet life, Maudie jumps in to solve the murder of the dead man. So this one out today exclusively on Kindle. Okay, so that is all of Tuesday done, and we're now going to move on to Wednesday. So these are cozy mysteries coming out on Wednesday, the 30th of April, the final day of the month of April. And we're going to start off with book number 12 in the Kitty Worthington mystery series. This is a 1920s historical cozy mystery, and that book number 12 is called Murder at the British Museum. It is written by Magda Alexander, and it is coming out, at least at the moment, exclusively on Kindle. So the premise says, a brutal murder, a brother charged with the crime. Can Kitty Worthington find the killer before he pays with his life? Kitty Worthington couldn't be happier. Her marriage to CDI Robert Crawford Sinclair is glorious. Her detective agency is thriving, and her brother Richard is on the mend after a close brush with death. Now permanently home from his archaeological excavations, Richard has taken a position at the British Museum. He lectures on Egyptian antiques and the mummification process draw patrons like moths to a flame. But when he suspects several items in the Egyptian collection were stolen, he confronts the acquisition's curator. Outraged by the accusation, the director of the museum fires him. Days later, the curator's gruesome remains are found mummified. Oh, that sounds interesting. It's only out on Kindle at the moment, though, which is unfortunate for people like me. But hey, if you're a Kindle fan and that sounds interesting to you, that comes out tomorrow, Wednesday, April 30. Also coming out tomorrow, Wednesday, April 30, is book number 5 of 6 in the Lady Jane and Mrs. Forbes mystery series. This is a 1920s historical cozy mystery, and it is by B.D. Churston, and this book number 5 is called Murder at Five Oaks Stables, and the premise says, England, March 1929, Aunt Kate and Lady Jane are back in another light-hearted historical cozy mystery. Lady Jane and Aunt Kate are at the Five Oaks estate for a house riding weekend. While Jane is there to present the annual trophy, Kate is there to admire the horses. And the chocolate cake, of course, why not? However, their plan to enjoy a few days in the countryside is soon trampled underfoot by a cunning killer. Ooh. So, yep, Wednesday, April 30 on Kindle. Alright, next up, also exclusively on Kindle, Wednesday, April 30, is book number 3 in the Holly Harrow A Point Muse cozy paranormal mystery series. Wow, that's quite a mouthful. And that book number 3 is called Banshee, Sea Monster, and Sabotage. And this is by Kelly Ethan. So the premise for this one says, a banshee, a missing trident, and a killer with a taste for sabotage. Let the mayhem begin. Holly Harrow, witchy banshee, hates chaos and mayhem, so the last few trouble-free days have been blissful. Plenty of quiet to enjoy time with Death, aka Nate Mortis, and with the official launch of a brand new seafood restaurant, they have a venue for their first official date. But the restaurant's opening night ends up in chaos and a body, with Elspeth Harrow, Wicked Witch of Point Muse, and Hollywood's grandma caught red-handed with the weapon. Ooh, there we go. Alright, so that's exclusively to Kindle as well. Alright, also exclusively out on Kindle Wednesday, the 30th of April, is book number 7 in the A. Williams Witch cozy mystery series, and that is by Eloise Everhart, and it is called Enchantments and the Eerily Ensnared, because we have all the E's. I mean, all the E's. Can I buy an E? A vowel, an E. Enchantments and the Eerily Ensnared. During the restoration of Point Pleasant's historic sheriff's center, a decades-old secret is unearthed, literally. A hidden body within the walls thrusts Danny Williams into a cold case steeped in betrayal and buried truths. But this isn't just another murder for Danny to solve. She's certain the victim's death is tied to the dark force slowly consuming her daughter, Grace. Woo-hoo-hoo. Again, Wednesday, April 30. Also out on Wednesday, April 30 is book number 5 in the Corpse Collector Cozy Mystery Series. Wow! I'm sorry. The Corpse Collector Cozy Mystery Series, because why the heck not, right? And that book number 5 is called Ectoplasm and Espresso, because why the heck not again? The series title and the book title, fantastic. This is by Tammy Tyree as well as Chloe Hale, and it is exclusively at this stage coming out on Kindle. So the premise says Carrigan Crit was expecting coffee and croissants, not ghostly chills and small-town scandal. When unsettling disturbances halt renovations at the Chatterbox Cafe, Castle Point's favourite gathering place quickly becomes the centre of supernatural suspicion, and local gossip is brewing stronger than the morning roast. Next up, also on Wednesday, April 30, is book number 36 in the Haunting Danielle Cozy Mystery Series, and that book is called The Ghost and Wednesday's Child. I'm going to keep the premises a lot shorter because there are so many still to get through, and we're already halfway through the video, so forgive me, but if you want to see more, feel free to go ahead and look it up. Lily and Ian have finally returned home with Connor, Sadie, and the newest addition to their family. Across the street, Walt and Danielle are settling into parenthood, and down the street, Heather is no longer worried about a certain annoying ghost surprising her in the middle of the night. But not all is as it seems. So this is out on the 30th of April on Kindle, and then also on the 30th of April will be the paperback edition. So Kindle and paperback, dual editions being released on the 30th. Okay, also on the 30th we have a exclusively Kindle edition, and yet the cover is gorgeous. Cute cover alert. Book number 9 in the Little Dog Diner Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Emmy Lynn, and it is called Rolling Up Revenge. Oh my goodness, why is this only out on Kindle? I want this paperback in my bookshelves. Anyway, revenge is... I'm sorry for the noise there. Revenge is red, berries are blue. When murder darkens the festival, will there be one victim or two? Ooh. So there you go. That is book number 9, The Little Dog Diner, exclusively on Kindle, coming out on the 30th of April 2025. Also out exclusively on Kindle on the 30th of April 2025 is book number 1 in the, and so new series alert, a Yorkshire, either way, Coast Cozy Mystery Series. Book number 1 is called A Whale of a Crime. Again, this is a really cute cover. Why is it only out on Kindle? Anyway, the premise says, after 10 years away, Ryan Kennedy never planned on returning to Flamborough, the tiny Yorkshire village he once called home, but when his fiercely independent Gran Iris needs him, he finds himself back behind the counter at her chaotic seaside bookshop, wrestling with jammed tills, nosy villagers, and the memories he spent years trying to forget. Also exclusively out on Kindle, same day, 30th of April, is book number 17 in the Paradise Crimes Cozy Mystery Series, and that book is by Toby, Neil, and Dave Schoonover. And so yeah, Toby, Neil, and Dave Schoonover, and that is called Deadly Sacrifice. The premise says, is it murder or is the death something worse? Detective Leigh Texeria and her partner Pono dive into a case that will test their resolve as they pursue a serial killer who captures and displays his victims on some of Maui's most sacred sites, surrounded by trappings of Hawaiiana. That does not sound cozy. But anyway, apparently it's a cozy. Exclusively out on Kindle. Alright, so we've got 3 more coming out on the 30th, so let's quickly continue. Next up, we have coming out on Kindle on the 30th of April 2025, as well as paperback on the same day. We have book number 5 in the Midlife Potions Cozy Mystery Series. This is by C.A. Phillips, and it's called Witchy Coffee Crime. A witchy bakery, a coffee curse, and revenge too sweet to ignore. I'm sorry, I'm keeping the premises short. I want to get through as many as I can. Next up, same day, April 30, 2025, exclusively to Kindle, we have book number 6 in the Breakfast Club Detectives Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Hilary Pugh. I don't know how to pronounce that. And it is called Death in the Orchestra. And so yeah, this one exclusively on Kindle. And yeah, I'm just going to say the book and title because otherwise we are going to run out of time. So there you go. Next up, also coming out April 30, the final one coming out April 30. This is coming out on Kindle, and it is coming out in paperback on the 2nd of May, but coming out on Kindle on the 30th of April, is book number 10 in the Tea and Tarot Cozy Mystery Series by Kristen Weiss. It is called Seance and Sensibility, and I know a lot of people who like this series, so there you go. Your Kindle, April 30, your paperback, May 2nd or 3rd, somewhere, whatever I said earlier. It was May 2nd. There you go. So moving forward now to May 1st, it is time to start the month of May. The 1st of May being a Thursday. So here we go. First up on Kindle, exclusively on Kindle, is another one of those totally 80s cozy mystery books by T.M. Edgerton, and it is called Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? Oh, I am so tempted to sing the song, Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? Wow, I can't sing right now, my throat's going. Do you really want to make me cry? Anyway, we will move right along. So next up, exclusively to Kindle, we have book number 12 in the Cozy Mystery series, and that book is by Ellen Barksdale, and book number 12 in that series is called Tea, Coffee, Murder, The Lost Diamond, a Black Feather Mystery. Wow, that is a very long title, so we'll say that again. Tea, Coffee, Murder, The Lost Diamond, a Black Feather Mystery. Exclusively coming out to Kindle on the 1st of May. Next up, exclusively coming out on Kindle as well, is book number 6 in the Ivy Clark mystery series. This is by Christy T. Dixon, and it is called Murder with a Slice of Pie. 'Cause why not? It's a wonderful day for pie. I wish this was coming out on paperback too, but there you go. And next up on the 1st of May is book number 3 in the Witchy Candy Shop Cozy Mystery series. This is written by Nix Halliwell, and it is called Gum and Ghouls, a Witch's Candy Shop Mystery, book number 3. In the quaint community of Enchanted Haven, where every day feels like a bewitching celebration, a candy-coated mystery is about to unfold. So this is out on Kindle on the 1st of May, and also on the 1st of May, it's coming out on paperback, so it's not just Kindle. So now we move on to, I believe, we're still on the 1st of May. My apologies. And we have a paperback exclusive. I like it. It's not a Kindle exclusive, it's a paperback exclusive. Excellent. This is a book that I can't tell what the series title is called. There we go. A Samantha Davies mystery series. I don't know what number it is because it's not telling me, but the book is called A Pawsome Summer for Murder, and this is by S.A. Caslow. I'm very happy it's out on paperback. Can they also release it on audio? Because it looks really cute. I wish I had time to read the premise. I'm sorry that I don't. We just have so many to get through. It's kind of ridiculous. Next up, we have book number 5 in the Silver Springs Mystery Series by Liz Lamar. This is a Kindle exclusive so far, coming out on the 1st of May, called The Angler's Deadly Catch, a Silver Springs Mystery Series. Again, Kindle exclusive, 1st of May. Next up, we have one that I thought was ready to go, but it wasn't, and now it is. We have book number 11 in a series that I really would love to try. Anyway, it's called The Cruising Through Midlife Cozy Mystery Series, written by Addison Moore. Book number 11 is coming out on Kindle on the 1st of May, exclusively at this point, and that is called Transatlantic Terror Cruise. The cover does look very appealing, I must admit. Also coming out exclusively to Kindle at this stage on the 1st of May is book number 2 in the Moose on the Roof Books Cozy Mystery Series, which is called Villainous in Vermont. So there you go. That again, Kindle, 1st of May. Then, also exclusively coming out on Kindle on the 1st of May is book number 4 in the Lexi Loafer Cozy Mystery Series, and that is by Kat Stone, and it is called Malevolence at Daisy Hill Farm. Also exclusively coming out on Kindle on the 1st of May is book number 6 in the Alphabet Soup Cozy Mystery Series. Can you please tell me this is coming out on paperback and audio as well? Alphabet Soup Cozy Mystery Series. I would so be on board for this. This is by Erica J. Welton, and it is called Falafel and Fatalities, Culinary Cozy Alphabet Soup Mystery Series, Book 6, at this stage exclusively out on Kindle May 1st. And finally, we have 3 books that are coming out on Friday, May the 2nd, so I'll get to those ones, and then on Saturday we can pick up with Saturday, May the 3rd. This has been a lot of cozies. Let's do it. Let's get to the last 3. First up, exclusively to Kindle is a bundle option to purchase the first 3 books in the Cupcake Catering Mysteries series. This series is by Kim Davis. So there you go. You have books 1, 2, and 3 in one purchase on Kindle on the 2nd of May. Forgive me for saying it this way, but also out on the 2nd of May, exclusively to Kindle, how rude, is a really cute cover alert. Book number 4 in the Unfamiliar Magic Cozy Mystery Series by Paula Lester, and it is called Appalling Magic. Appalling Magic. And that little kitty on the cover is making me say, why is it only out on Kindle? Excuse me, how rude. That needs to be in my bookshelf of cozies, okay? This cover. What's going on? Come along, Miss Paula Lester. We need to bring this out on physical as well. But that is really adorable. So at this stage, very sadly, coming out on the 2nd of May exclusively to Kindle. And finally coming out on the 2nd of May, of course, it's exclusively also coming out only on Kindle. No wonder people are saying to me, Mr. Francy, this series is making me just want to get a Kindle subscription. I totally understand. And that is book number 7 in the A Spellbound Bookshop Cozy Mystery series by J.A. Whiting, and it is called Hoaxes and Hauntings. And again, this is exclusively coming out on Kindle. Okay, I am so sorry that I had to scrap premises, from the halfway mark, but otherwise we would not have gotten through all the ones we need to get through. I am so glad that next up, in our next video, the first up will be Saturday, the 3rd of May, and we can go from there. Wow, this was, fantastic. There are so many cozies coming your way, and if you enjoy seeing this news edition of Cozy Mystery New Releases, it's like I'm bringing you the Cozy Mystery News. Hello, and welcome to the news. I'm Mr. Francy. How are you? Then please leave a like on the video. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who leaves the likes. The exchange of beautiful energies is really lovely, so thank you. For me, it is definitely not about the algorithm. It's about, thank you for your appreciation that you hit a like, on the video. Also leave comments in the comment section below if any of these do appeal to you, if you've read any of the books in this series that have already come out, and anything else you would like to discuss with me. I'd also love to have your company over on the Discord, the Sparkle Cafe, link to which can be found in the description as well as in the first pinned comment. It is totally free to join, and the party does not stop here at the YouTube channel. It continues on over there. I am over on the Discord every single day, and if I'm not for one day, then it's just really weird because something came up. But anyway, otherwise, I'm there every single day for many hours at a time, and I would love to have your company over there. Alright. But in the meantime, you have plenty of cozy mysteries to add to your upcoming TBRs. I'm going to let you all go with peace, blessing, and so much love. Please do be kind and love one another. And spread your sparkling energy all throughout the world. Yes! And until next time, happy reading. Bye, everyone!